Welcome to another STEAMiE Engine demonstration. Today we're showing off our STEAMiE Showcase module. It is a collection of different objectives that show off the different capabilities of the engine, and I will be showing them off one by one. First, you can see that this is actually a bilingual module in both English and Italian. The first objective is to get rid of all of these oil barrels in the ocean using this launcher. It is meant to teach projectile motion, so you can adjust the azimuth, the elevation, and the initial velocity of the rocket and launch it. And once all three of those sets of barrels are gone, you can continue to the next mission. Now the next objective is to sail this boat across the little lake here to the dock on the other side. Now, one of the nice capabilities of our engine is we model realistic buoyancy. So you'll see that this boat floats on this ocean by calculating the upward force from the amount of mass displaced. So if you were to stack boxes on this boat, it would eventually sink. So now I will sail across this ocean over to the dock, and then we can get ready for the next challenge. Now we'll begin the vehicle-based objectives of this module. So we've got this parking lot with two different vehicles here. I'll pick the leftmost vehicle because that's the one I prefer. And then we will start the pendulum ramp obstacle. Small instruction screen showing you how to drive the car. And then a preparatory explanation of the pendulum ramp. Now if I'm very careful, I can avoid getting hit, and I can make it to the next objective. The next objective we are going to attempt to complete is to cross this conveyor belt course. And now you notice there are obstacles on the course, but we also have to be aware of the shearing forces if you try to cross between a ramp or a conveyor belt going one direction and a conveyor belt going the other direction. It will spin your car around if you aren't careful. We can use our turbo boost to go a little faster, but you have to be careful because you start to lose a little bit of control of your vehicle if you do it too long. Also, those boxes reset every few seconds, so you have to make sure you don't get one dropped on your head if you're not careful. At the end of this course, there will be a ramp leading us to a turn leading us to the next obstacle. This next objective will show off a little bit of the physics capabilities of the engine. We're going to attempt to jump over this pit and knock over the barrels on the other side, going as fast as we can. I'm veering off a little bit to the side, but I should still knock several of them over, I think. There they go. And we have a nice slow-mo effect there too. Now we've got an even larger stack of barrels this time for an even more dramatic collision. We've got a bottom-up view and then a side-to-side view. Looks like I'm going to do a flip. Now our next objective is this little hallway showing off some famous scientists. You've got Newton and Curie and Benjamin Franklin and Henry Ford and Max Planck and Galileo and many others, but we're going to go ahead and jump to the end here, which you'll see in a second. Now you'll see a countdown, and then this ship will blast off and you'll see something very similar to our Space Racer module if you want to check that out later. This was a earlier version, so the particle effects don't look as good, but you get the same basic idea. You can see a nice fade effect after the countdown from the real color to white, and then it'll fade from white to black, and then from black to the next scene. It's a nice transition effect. So here you can see the particles I was talking about. These are tetrahedral particles as opposed to the billboard-based particles we had in the other module, so they don't look quite as good. I'm going to cheat a little bit and fly straight to the end as opposed to flying through all the rings, but we can show you off the finish that way. So you'll see this space station coming into view, and we're going to try to fly into that red orb with the arrow over pointing at it. That will bring up the little finish for this module to show off pictures of the three creators of this module in particular. It's a little bit longer. That's that. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the STEAMiE Engine, and hope you look for more of our presentations.